TEDx Rotown returns. Cedar School sets the stage. Family Support Network celebrates 30 years.
Foy backs out of debate while O'Neill demands an apology. These and more stories when 284 News returns.
When you need to stay connected with friends and families at home or abroad, the best choice for you is Freedom. CCT Freedom. With the lowest rates in the market, our Freedom plan gives you unlimited calls and texting. Plus, our Freedom One package includes 10 gigabits of super fast, unlimited LTE data and unlimited calls to the BVI, USA, USVI, Canada, Puerto Rico, and UK lines. Why pay for overages when you can enjoy CCT Freedom? Stop by at one of our stores today and speak with one of our representatives to find out more about our CCT Freedom packages.
Welcome everybody, it's Friday, February 15th, 2019. I'm Ron Grant.
And I'm Javon Wilson.
Topping our newscast today, TEDx Rotown returns to the International Arbitration Center on March 23rd, 2019 for another day of inspiring and uplifting talks under the theme, The Time Is Now. The event will again be featuring a diverse group of speakers from the BVI and around the world on varied topics. TEDx is a program of local self-organized events that bring people together to share a TED-like experience. At a TEDx event, TED Talk videos and live speakers combine to spark deep discussion and connection. These local, self-organized events are branded TEDx, while X equals an independently organized TED event. The TED Conference provides general guidelines for the TEDx program, but individually, TEDx events are again self-organized. Ms. Abby O'Neill stopped by our 284 Media studio to provide some background on the TEDx talks. And you can take a look at my full interview with Ms. Abby O'Neill and Lavina Liber to be released shortly, where they share information about some of the speakers as well as what it takes to prepare such an event.
You get a great sense of community and communication and on initiatives like these when you get to engage in meaningful conversations. So I'm
Absolutely.
a big fan of TEDx. And moving right along, Corey Prince, who was remanded and charged for burglarizing Mia Moore and who subsequently escaped police custody twice, is now facing some serious charges, and in addition to him, his family. According to a police press report, 3 persons are now facing serious offenses for assisting Corey Prince. Brother of Corey Prince, Deshaun Benjamin, 22 years old, was charged with harboring a fugitive and handling stolen goods, while his mother, Alina Sprav, 50 years old, of King Garden Bay, and girlfriend of Corey Prince, 17-year-old, were both charged with assisting the offender. Benjamin was placed on remand while Sprav and the 17-year-old were granted bail. All 4 of them, of course, are scheduled to appear before the magistrate's court on February 18th. Commissioner of Police Michael Matthews reiterated again the challenges in creating a safe environment with the unwillingness of seemingly law-abiding persons to abide by the law, and of course to do the right thing and cooperate with the police. We have a family before the court, a mother, brother, and girlfriend in different households, charged with harboring and assisting an escaped prisoner, risking arrest and prosecution for their actions. This is a clear indication of the battle my officers are up against in keeping our communities crime-free and removing criminals from our streets. Now, if found guilty, their mistake will be a costly one, he said.
I do agree that the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force, they face a lot of obstacles when fighting crime, and this is just another example of that.
It really takes a holistic, combined approach. The community needs to get involved. We need to decide that enough is enough.
Absolutely. In a riveting play entitled After the Hurricane, students of Cedar School International take to the stage to present a BVI version of the Puerto Rican written play. The play is an original 1-act play inspired by a short story and takes the audience through a series of emotions. The school, which has a thriving theater program, seeks to introduce in students a diverse and well-crafted program that allows them to explore various facets of theater. We caught up with the school's theater director, Miss Mary Ormond, who shared a bit about the event.
At 6 o'clock on the 14th, 15th and 16th of February, Cedar School students are staging a production called After the Hurricane. It's a short play based on a short story by a writer called Edgardo Santaliz from Puerto Rico. The story is an optimistic tale about a man who finds a magical creature in his pool after a storm surge that follows a hurricane. It was scripted in parts by myself and then worked on and devised in further sections by the elective drama group at Cedar School, which is a group of students aged between 11 and 16. They involved a lot of experimentation with different physical theatre techniques to try and maximise the storytelling potential of the performance. I was helped a lot by a particularly useful couple of girls who have some main parts in the play, who are from the BVI and were able to adapt some of the language to sound more authentically local. So ultimately what we've done is we've taken a story that was set in Puerto Rico and we've slightly shifted it so that it looks a little more like it might be set in Tortola. The play only lasts about half an hour. It also involves significantly the music department and the art department at the school, where further groups of students were involved, I think about 40 students in all. Any further information? Just ask me. So my name again is Mary Ormond, and the music teacher involved is Steve Butcher, and the art teacher involved is called Jinson Joseph. Bye.
Now we all have an opportunity, two more opportunities rather, to see this play and support the students of Cedar School International at the school in Kingston this Friday and on Saturday at 6 p.m.
Up next, Family Support Network celebrates 30 years. Foy backs out of the debate and Dr. Hubert O'Neill demands an apology or else. Stick around, we'll be right back. You're watching 284 News.
Is business slow? Cash flow down? Hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media at cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Welcome back. You're watching 284 News. The new National Physical Development Plan for the BVI is our roadmap devised for climate change resiliency and sustainable land management over the next 20 years. The plan, which is enabled through the Physical Planning Act 2004, has been a work in progress since March of 2017, but was revised, of course, to meet the challenges of Irma and Maria. It serves to guide land use planning decisions in the country. Now, an important aspect of this planning revolves around public consultation, periodically engaging the local population for their opinions on the way forward. 284 Media was able to sit in on their first meeting for the year where the drafted plan was laid out. The proposed plan is seemingly an amalgam of experts and the public's opinion via workshops that were conducted in October of 2018. Now, a few concerns were raised by the residents. There's the issue of congestion, especially in Road Town, which serves as a negative factor if we are looking to attract future investors. Chief Planner Greg Adams responded, as it is right now, we cannot guarantee investors protection, but with a plan in place, there is a more realistic expectation. Another concern revolved around what enforcement tools are in place to ensure that we follow the new guidelines. The consultant, in response, encouraged persons with information in that regard to come forward and further reiterated that it will take a combined effort to ensure that persons who do not obey the rules are reprimanded. Another critical aspect of concern was waste management. And now this is an issue we've been trying, to address it for years. And Mr. Adams then stated that many persons have been calling to expand their recycling efforts and that waste management accounts for a great chunk of the plan. Now, in addition to the Tortola meeting, the Envision 2040 team also consulted with Virgin Garda, Annie Garda, and Jos van Dyke. The general public is now encouraged to visit the Envision 2040 Facebook page to review the drafted plan and make suggestions as they see fit.
It was in 1989 that Mrs. Marlene Penn Trotman saw the need to create an avenue to protect battered women she would meet at her locally owned restaurant. 30 years later, and the dream and vision of hope is still going strong. The Family Support Network of the British Virgin Islands this year celebrates 30 years of the foundation and its fight against domestic violence. The organization continues to grow and make significant strides, and in commemorating this milestone, they're putting together a series of events. Mrs. Sasha Stout stopped by our 284 Media Studios to give some insight on the foundation. You can look out for my full interview with 3 remarkable and inspiring women of FSN, Mrs. Sasha Stout, the director, along with founder Mrs. Marlene Penn Trotman, and president Miss Judith Charles, that will be coming up later this month.
These ladies have done a remarkable job.
Amazing job.
All right, the national debate initially slated for February 21st, 2019 is now canceled due to unforeseen circumstances, according to the organizers. This comes right after Honorable Andrew A. Foy released a statement indicating that the VIP will not participate unless the initially agreed upon conditions are met. The statement quotes, "For the record, we also had provisionally agreed to a debate among the leaders once the leaders of all the other major parties were willing to come to the table. As it now stands, we have been informed that not all the leaders will be there, a clear condition that the event is therefore not being met." This is highly contradicted, however, by the organizer's statement, which was released, which says, and I quote, "All parties were made aware of this format, which was formulated by our committee to accommodate the VIP and the public, who indicated that they wanted to hear from as much candidates as possible in a debate setting prior to the elections. We stand by our factual press release that NDP and VIP confirmed, PU declined, and PVIM was undecided." End of quote. Now, some political observers and members of the public alike are duly disappointed in the cancellation, especially considering that the VIP had publicly endorsed their ability to contend a debate, whether on a district or territorial level, and subsequently they pulled out. The debate pulled great momentum amidst a questionable political climate that has seen many political promises being made despite the current threats to the BVI's financial affairs. This voting population, Ron, is even more involved than before, remaining very cognizant of the key issues and are looking to the respective leaders to chart the way forward. Now, a debate of this magnitude would have definitely seen a face-off between the party leaders, their understanding of the key issues, and the most practical solutions to help the territory regain its financial sovereignty.
You know, Jovan, it looks like this election cycle is going to see us not getting to see a debate amongst the leaders, but I'm really proud of the young persons that are charting the way forward, especially around this election cycle. They're taking the mantle, and though we're disappointed, of course, that the debate is not going to happen, I must commend the individuals, the young individuals that are stepping forward continuously and making efforts to make this happen.
You know, I can't reiterate enough. We have to be the changes that we want to see. And the mere fact that as a community, we're making an effort and speaking out says quite a lot.
It does. As the political climate in the Virgin Islands quickly comes to an end, it appears that it won't go down without much slander and attacks. Some of those persons' attacks have left the NDP 9th District candidate Dr. Shewood O'Neill demanding a public apology from VIP spokesman Claude Skelton Klein by midday on nomination day, or else he, Dr. O'Neill, said he will be taking legal action against the spokesman for slander. This call came after Claude Skelton Klein, a clergyman, took to the campaign trail and claimed that Dr. O'Neill has been engaging in bribery to secure his electorate seat for the upcoming general elections. They opened up a checkbook for him, and I'm quoting from Mr. Skelton Klein, giving $200,000. Skelton Klein had said this while addressing a gathering in Virgin Gorda on Sunday, February 10th. In a statement, Dr. O'Neill condemned the VIP spokesman's claims and denied ever engaging in bribery of voters. He said that this is beneath him, adding that bribery is a clear violation of local election laws. The countdown, Jovan, to election is highly anticipated general elections is here. We have literally 10 more days away, and we'll see what the outcome is.
Can you imagine?
And time has gone by very quickly.
What's important about this as well is there's a code of conduct, and the mere fact that, the key players are not playing by the rules is very disappointing. All right, this time we'd like to take this opportunity to express our deepest sympathy to all the families that would have lost their loved ones over this past week. Understand that you are in our thoughts and our prayers.
Absolutely. Up next, we've got regional and international news, as well as Ricky with the weekend vibes. Stick around, everybody. We'll be right back. You're watching 284 News. Brilliant Hands and Minds tutoring services, one-on-one tutorials in math and English, intense homework assistance, academic enrichment, school projects, effective communication and public speaking development, sign language for adults and children on Saturdays only. Registered with the Virgin Islands High School Certificate Program, Brilliant Hands and Minds can help you too. Offering intense curriculum-based training to help you or your loved ones get their high school diploma. It's time to make your family's education a #1 priority. Hurry, space is limited. Brilliant Hands and Minds Learning Center. We are the trained education professionals. And a very heartbreaking story coming out of Jamaica. Officials on Monday have charged a woman who allegedly abducted a baby from the Victoria Jubilee Hospital in Kingston, Jamaica, and a month later tried to register him at the Registrar General's Department in St. Catherine. 28-year-old Peta Gay French was charged with child stealing after being pointed out in an identification lineup. French, who is said to have suffered multiple miscarriages, was allegedly pregnant and went into the hospital on January 7th to have her baby and returned home on January 9th with a newborn. The very same day, a male baby named Cibrian was abducted from the hospital. Suzette White, the mother of the stolen baby, reported that on the day her child disappeared, she had left him in the ward to go to the bathroom around 4:30 a.m. She said on her return, the child and his belongings were missing. The baby was since safely returned to his parents, thankfully, after a DNA test was confirmed and his identity was matched.
And moving right along on the international scene, amidst the new developments on Brexit, EU leaders have now agreed that British tourists will be able to travel visa-free in Europe, even if there is a no Brexit deal. Those heading to the continent for up to 3 months will not be needing a visa. The news will provide much needed certainty as we continuously weigh in on the international phenomenon Brexit, seeing Britain trying to exit the EU, a decision, of course, that can have major implications on the world, including the BVI, which is an overseas territory. A European Parliament committee backed visa-free travel earlier last week, and the decision was formally signed by the EU ambassadors. Subsequently, Britain has already made a similar commitment for EU travelers wishing to travel or visit the UK after Brexit happens on March 29th. According to EU rules, visa exemption is granted on the condition of reciprocity. Now, if the UK were to roll back and require any member state to apply for a visa, then it's likely that the EU institutions would have to do the same for the Brits. And that's it for your regional and your international news. Up next, we've got Ricky bringing you the weekend vibes. Stick around, you're watching 284 News.
Yeah, greetings to all the I, you know. It is I, you know. Ricky, you know, with an I, you know. And this is the weekend vibes, you know. Well, you don't know this weekend is gonna be pure shillings. Oh, you mean? Friday we party, Saturday we party, Sunday we going beach. Yes. So this Friday we say road. For those that didn't understand just now, I said road, or in colloquial expressions, we say do road. So when I say do road, it more or less means we're going out to party and enjoy ourselves. So once again, I say road. Yo, CCT will be in the streets by Unique Seller this Friday from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. And it's nuff. You got me spinning up and down as well? Nuff. Giveaways. So it's still Friday and we say, wow, road. So we're going to Cravings up in the east for the Kings and Queen dance. And then we're still saying, wow, road. Woyoy, Hub Lounge this Friday as well with the 624 Entertainment. Yo, Top Monkey, big up yourself every day, my lad. You don't know. Saturday we're changing it up a little bit because CCT's newest brand ambassador, Monet. Yes. Why nobody like a gypsy? Monet will be performing live with Miss Shen Yang herself Shensia, and you don't know, I am Mr. Yang Yang. So she's Sheng Yang, and you don't know. I am Yang Yang. So when me say, no boy can't see me and cause problem. Can me rise up me M1 them. Don't try talk to none me girl them. Can you would hear the Yang Yang anthem? Yes, I am Mr. Yang Yang. So yes, Shensia will be live at the Pier Park. No fake thing, a real talk. Saturday, all hot girl roll out. All big man, bring your bill full out. Don't hold out. Again, once again, if you need to advertise on the Weekend Vibes, please shoot us an email at advertise@284media.com. Because if nobody sends me anything, next week I am not coming on the Weekend Vibes. I will take some time off and I will start working on a Weekend Vibes show. Or a war. All right. So if you see me this weekend, don't even think. Just buy me a drink and make me feel nice. This is the Weekend Vibes. Bless up. Yes, I.
Now that you know what's happening over the weekend and you've got this week's scoop of the news, be sure to like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram as well as Twitter. My name is Javon Wilson.
And I'm Ron Grant. This new segment is proudly sponsored by As You Like It Hair and Barbershop, located in the Mill Mall, right upstairs of Cito's restaurant. They cater to everything beauty, hair, braiding, manicures, pedicures.
You should go visit.
And absolutely, they're waiting to take care of you just like they take care of us. So be sure to check them out, As You Like It Hair and Barbershop. Be sure to join us again next week, everybody, as we deliver honest and impartial news right here on 284 News. Happy Friday, everybody.
Goodbye.